Stay savage, your boy Shino Bentro is popping today. We're back with another what if video. So I've been kind of reading through the comment section, you know what I'm saying? I've been basically peeping out what you guys have been talking about. And honestly, I think this will probably be one of the most interesting what if videos we've done so far. So basically the question is, what if Orochimaru was successfully took Sasuke's body? Now we know Sasuke went with Orochimaru for the lust for power. So basically what would happen if he actually got his hands on its own Sharingan? You know, we know he wanted Kimimura's body, you know, we wanted shit like that, but what if he got Sasuke's body? So if you guys are excited about today's episode, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for daily content. With that being said, let's get into today's episode. Let's get it.
Whipping all this dope up in the trap house. We fuck all you bitches at the trap house. I can't trust you, I can't give you real address. I can't trust you, I can't give you real address. It don't mean that be like Jerry Stacker. I might fall in love with my trap house.
Alright, so let's talk about Sasuke. Sasuke was a prodigy. He was known to have a lot of different techniques, you know what I'm saying? He was good at Kenjutsu, he was good at Shuriken Jutsu, he was good at Taijutsu. He even went and learned Chidori from Kakashi Sensei, and he also learned Fireball Jutsu from his father. Plus, by having the Sharingan, that makes you OP as fuck. Now, eventually, you know, Sasuke lust for power, his revenge against Itachi Uchiha made him want to go and find more power and go after and seek out Orochimaru, right? We all know what happened with Sasuke, how he got the curse mark through the forest of death. So basically that's something I don't really have to explain. But you know this man wanted the power in order so he could take out his brother, avenge his clan, stuff like that. He had a good background. So we talk about Sasuke a lot over here. So now let's think about Orochimaru, right? We got Orochimaru, who was one of the legendary 3 Sannin. He was known as one of the best leaf ninjas ever. He actually did a great job of protecting the leaf. He even founded his own side village, you know what I'm saying? That way he can use those people as experiments. He even conducted research and started doing forbidden jutsus that were basically cast away. That basically said nobody could do these jutsu, you know. He wanted to go through the length of learning different sealing techniques. He wanted to learn forbidden jutsu created by Tobirama Senju and shit like that. This man probably was one of the most craziest ninja, but the most scientific genius ninjas around. Now, we got a lot of different things about Orochimaru that makes him a very unique character. This man has never been seen fighting at his full potential. We know that he's always toying around. He's always just trying to see people fight. He's always trying to see what people can do. He always trying to see potential. You know, he went against the Leaf Village. He caused the destruction of the Leaf. You know, he even went ahead and tried to stop Toby Sensei, the third Hokage. You know, the third Hokage sealed his hands because he knew his jutsu was so deadly. He knew even if he could kill him, that'd be great, but he knew he couldn't kill him, so he went ahead and sealed his arms. And something we've noticed from the boy Orochimaru developed a technique that allowed him to switch bodies with other people as long as he could get the host, and basically he can go ahead and switch from body to body. Now, at one point we did see him want to go with Kimimura's, but the thing was Kimimura's was sick. They never described what was the sickness, but if you would have got Kimimura's had a curse mark, plus he was very skilled at Taijutsu. This man was really ridiculous. Now let's think about it. If this man honestly would have got Kimimura's body, it would have been dope. It would have been probably one of the most OP things. You know, he can later on like go ahead and perfect some of jutsus depending on the body type that he needed, depending on like Taijutsu, depending on Genjutsu and Ninjutsu. But let's think about what if he actually got his hands on Sasuke Uchiha. Now we all know he feared Itachi a lot. After joining the Akatsuki, he found out about Itachi Uchiha. On top of him knowing about Itachi Uchiha's background, because Itachi Uchiha was basically the Amu Black Ops. He was under Danzo's command, you know what I'm saying? He even slaughtered his clan basically to protect the inner Leaf Village, and he didn't want to disrupt any chaos. So if we think about what Itachi knew, and on top of Orochimaru wanting Itachi's eyes, but he was he was fearful of Itachi Uchiha because he knew how strong Itachi was. I mean, if you slaughtered your whole entire clan, you had to be really much a powerhouse. Now, a lot of things have been said about Itachi in regards to him fighting against Madara, him being one of the strongest Uchihas that ever lived, and like his tacticianness, stuff like that. But if we honestly see Orochimaru somebody who had a scientific geniusness, you know, he could have basically mastered any jutsu as he wanted. He had a shit ton of forbidden jutsu. He started his own village in order for him to conduct experiments. That way he can learn a lot of different things about all type of different ninja. This shit goes way behind our normal understanding. Now, if he would have got his hands on Itachi's body and the things that Itachi knew, that probably would have been something way worse than Sasuke. Now, that's probably for a different video, but there's still something to think about. Let's think about it really. Itachi, if Itachi would have got his body taken by Orochimaru, think about how bad that would have been for a lot of people in the Elite Village. Now, if we're thinking about Sasuke, you know, Sasuke eventually went for the lesser power in order to defeat Naruto. He saw Naruto progressing too fast, too rapidly. He kind of got upset. You know, he was throwing a temper tantrum. He was being a little bitch. He was throwing a bitch fit, basically. So, eventually, we saw him seek out Orochimaru. He basically go and look for the power. And, you know, Orochimaru, his original plans were to get Sasuke's body. Now, eventually, my boy Naruto stepped in, started basically hunting him down, you know, before they even had the fight at the Final Valley. You know, he was trying to stop Orochimaru from getting his hands on Sasuke. Now, eventually Orochimaru got to the point where it was too late for him to switch bodies, because you can only, there's like a time limit to it. You can only do it every so often. So, basically, he had to switch his body with somebody that wasn't Sasuke. But, honestly, if he would have got his hands on Sasuke, by Sasuke being a prodigy, plus him trying to learn all the forbidden jutsu, plus him trying to learn all the different techniques, he would have been a real powerhouse, because I can see him learning all type of techniques, because if you got the Sharingan, you can learn any jutsu, right? You can put people under genjutsu, you can even perfect and even go to the lengths of getting the Rinnegan and creating the infinite Tsukuyomi, which was the main goal of Madara and Obito, something that Kaguya used to control the world and create white Zetsus for a long period of time. Now, if Orochimaru probably would have got his hands on that, I could see so much shit happening into the Naruto world. You guys think the Akatsuki were bad, but if you think about like the mindset Orochimaru has and that type of power being in his possession, he probably would have destroyed the Elite Village like that. And on top of him having a big influence, him being well connected in the criminal ninja world, him being an S-rank criminal, and a lot of people being like his friends. Because if you saw in this Sasuke story, you know, he was connected with the collector of KK Genkais and shit like that. All he had to do was hit him up. Brr, brr, I need some KK Genkais, I need some users to come over here, and we about to go to war. And you know, it would have been some very dangerous shit. On top of him having a lot of summoning techniques, on top of him having Manda under his abilities and his belt, on top of him creating Kabuto, turning Kabuto into a sage. Kabuto is somebody I never expected to become a sage, but he had all these people that was under him that were basically geniuses. We had the Sound Ninja 4 such as Kidomaru, we had Tayuya, we had Jirobo, we had so many different people with all these different techniques that were very deadly and very strong. Now just imagine all those people with him, on top of him having his max potential, him having all these different jutsus, having all these different ninjutsus, taijutsus, and genjutsus under his ability, and him going straight to war with the Elite Village. Now I know Saratobi Sensei was pretty upset when he attacked the village the first time, but honestly, if he would attack the village with the Sasuke abilities and Sasuke's techniques and his Sharingan, it might have been 10 times worse, because dude, what the fuck, this man would be really unstoppable. Now a lot of people would like to say that Orochimaru created the reanimation jutsu, but the only thing he did to it, he tweaked it. Now like that goes to show how much of a genius he really is. In order to take a jutsu and tweak it and make it better, you have to be like super excel, like super higher up. You have to transcend the normal standards for a ninja. That was something we saw Sasuke do with Rock Lee's Primary Lotus, or was it Hidden Lotus? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember, you know, the taijutsu that we saw Rock Lee use against Sasuke. Sasuke turned around and created a Lion's Barrage with it, and he used the same form of it, but made it a little bit better. It's almost if he tweaked it. So Orochimaru did the same exact thing with Tobirama Senju's jutsu, and he tweaked it to another extent and made it a lot better. So think about all the jutsus that he could have copied, and all the jutsus that he could have got and then tweaked it and made it re-enhanced, or made it a lot better for him to use, and made it very deadly for a lot of ninjas to deal with him. That is something you really have to think about. Honestly, I think him being with the Sharingan is probably just as big of a threat as Pain was to the entire village. Now we have somebody that like is connected to the Orochimaru. Think about Tsunade. You know, Tsunade went to go ahead and fight against Orochimaru, but Orochimaru gave her the idea, look, I can bring back your people from the dead and shit like that. He could manipulate so many different people with those type of jutsus and those type of techniques he would have, because he would be able to execute them to a higher degree, and he will have an understanding, a better understanding and a better way of like dissecting jutsus and creating different people and techniques. I think the Curse Mark might have even excelled to like a higher extent, because this man probably would have been the most I can't talk. This man probably would have been the most prestigious like ninja ever. Like this man would have been fucking ridiculous. Honestly, I'm really scared about that. I think this probably would have carried on all the way into the Boruto world. You know, I mean, he wouldn't have been the strongest Kaguya, but he would probably been on par, a little bit underneath her. You know, kind of as if he was fighting against Madara. And on top of him having the original body to Madara was something that's actually crazy, because if you think about it, Obito was pretending to be Madara, right? The whole entire time, Kabuto was like, yo, you know what? You pretending to be Madara, but we have the real Madara right here. The whole entire time they had the real Madara's body, like, hidden away. So think about it. If Orochimaru had the whole, like, Madara's body hidden away the whole entire time, he could have easily taken Madara's eyes, or he could have taken some of Madara's chakra from his body and enhanced it with his own abilities. Then, you know, they got Yamato's clones and white Zetsus and shit like that, because they needed they needed Yamato to, like, perfect the white Zetsu in order for them to go to war and shit like that. So what if he had more Yamato cells, basically the Hashirama cells, and he would take those Hashirama cells and implanted them to himself. By him having, you know, the Ashura and the Indra chakra basically being implanted to himself, that allowed him to get the Rinnegan, that allowed him to be way like higher up. I'm talking about steps further than any ninja. Like, that have been some OP ass shit. You gotta think about the whole path that the Naruto franchise could have took, basically with him getting Sasuke's body. Now, the whole fight between him and Naruto probably been Naruto trying to get Sasuke's body back. It could have been like on some Sora and Riku shit from Kingdom Hearts, you know, when Ansem took over Riku's body, Sora tried to fight for him to get back. Eventually, Riku had to fight back inside of the darkness, and, you know, we just saw Sasuke fight back from a different realm, or fight back from in the inner part of his body in order to stop Orochimaru. We'd have seen some shit like that, but that could have made the whole franchise turn in a complete different direction. A lot of people say, you know, Naruto had a lot of different outputs, they had a lot of different paths it could have taken, but I would love to see this path. Like, if there was like an alternative series to see Orochimaru actually getting Sasuke bodies, just some kind of filler or some shit like that, that probably would have been the dope as fuck. Like, if they would have made it where Orochimaru actually succeeded in getting his body in like the Genjutsu world or some shit like that, I'd have been really happy to see. It kind of pains me to see him being a good guy now, you know, him being like all friendly Bobby with everybody. You know, you see him around the village in Naruto's wedding arc and shit like that, you know, the little side shit that's going on right now. But it's still kind of crazy, the potential and the power that he could have possessed if he actually got Sasuke's body. Let me know what you think about him getting Sasuke's body, and, you know, let me know your personal thoughts and opinions. And with that being said, my name is Shino Benchero. Stay true and stay real. I hope you guys have a blessed day, and until next time, see you guys later.